Welcome back to Less Cash, More Mash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today we're cracking open a new bottle of Booker's 2023-01. We have been searching long and hard since this should have came out in January, and we have not seen hide, tail, or anything for this one. This was, again, found by super fan of the channel, Steve.
We're going to have to give him miles.
I know. He didn't find it in Massachusetts, so he found this in Rhode Island when he was down there. So we paid more than we've ever paid for a Booker in this one. This one we got for $95. This is 7 years, 1 month, 8 days. It is 126.6 proof. This is called Charlie's Batch, and that's named in honor of Charlie Hutchins, who's the craftsman behind every one of these beautiful boxes that you see. He's made every box for Booker's. He's a longtime friend and a former employee of Booker. No, he actually owns a woods place now, but
please. Does a great job.
No, he does. He does. That's one of the selling points. I mean, we always say that. I know there's a lot of people that are not Booker's fans, but I mean, it does make it stand out. You don't see a lot of. You see a lot of the Scotch with the fancy boxes, but you don't see a lot
of boxes either. They're like the little cardboard, whatever.
At least they stand out on the shelf 18 years or whatever.
Like 18 feet high.
Exactly. But you don't see a lot of the bourbons that actually do that. So I really think that.
You know what else has
presentation is key.
It has to be a huge expense, or I can't say huge.
Lifetime friend. So he might have. So we ended up. Steve did find, I'll full disclosure, because he's going to be looking at it and he's going to be yelling at me, but he did end up finding another one, but I don't think that was in Massachusetts either, for a couple bucks less. But I said, get it. I'm willing to spend this on this, because we've been searching for this. Again, we're in May and we've been looking for this, and I'm going to end up bumping a video just to get this one out on time.
We're in May and there is no Elijah, there is no larceny.
Right, but this normally comes out. They do 4 expressions, so this should have came out in January.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so like
I talked to the sales rep, I talked to the owners.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Mike, it should have been here in May, and it should have been here, and it's like, yeah, it's not here. Silly doggy, what are you doing?
Well, someone just came home, so he's all excited. Come on, come over here, come see me. Much like a lot of the other ones,
the nose doesn't crank around.
It's not like it's not bounding out like some of the other things we've had, but
taste usually is.
It usually just brings me right down to my happy place. But let's see. Yeah, I know your friend's downstairs. I don't know why you came up to see me.
It's again. I don't really have. I don't know if you can get a bad Booker's.
We haven't.
I would almost like to see. When did they? How far back? If we found one that was like.
Don't say it. Because I just found one that was a lot older and I didn't get it. I refused to pay the money. I did.
1995.
No, it wasn't that far back. No, it was. This one has. I got to take a bigger sip than I did. I wasn't sure.
Sip, but
honestly, with the 126, that was actually very nice.
No,
I thought it was going to be a lot hotter.
No,
drinking that was your first drink. I thought it was going to blast me out, but it really didn't do it.
And even now, I didn't even do the nose, but just taking a sip with the nose, you get that whole caramel. Maybe
you do. I'm getting
a little graham cracker.
This one's giving me a little nut though. I'm getting like a nice, not so much a peanut, but I'm getting like almost like a nice sweet like pecan.
For some reason, I got graham cracker.
I'm not hating on you, graham cracker though. I see where you. I'm turning towards like a sweet pecan, like a
honey, like the honey graham with a little vanilla. That's.
Again, one thing I always like about these is and I can attribute some of this to the
nose.
Proof.
Once you take a sip,
it just stays for days. You know what I mean? Like you get a nice full mouth coating, which someone can turn this all perverted. But after I said it, I'm thinking about it. But you really do, like, it just really does. The viscosity on it is just second to none. It really just hangs on, and the flavor sits there.
So obviously, this would not be the average Joe's everyday drinker at 85 to 90. So what do we start at? 79 to
79.
to 100.
This is the most. This is the most we paid for them. The last one was 89. Was the most we paid.
It's really good.
Oh, it's really good.
But you would not want. I wouldn't share this with everybody. I don't think.
I would share it with everyone. Would I sit down and drink it by myself? No.
If we could get more.
Like, I have no problem, like, when people come over, I'm like, let's go, because then it's fun to drink with it. But this isn't one I normally will grab because you can't get them all the time.
Well, that's the problem.
Right,
that's what I mean.
So
if I would keep this for me, and I would drink it when I like
the special occasion type for myself. But I don't mind it with friends.
Knowing that I could get another one, but I can't.
No, they are far and
so you kind of like keep that one off hidden.
Right. No, I hear you.
You know, you want to have the box out.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I say that I lie, because if you did come over and
no, because I'm thinking honestly, like, I'll pour one for the blind. Really good. It's just developing in the glass. It really is. I didn't pour as much as.
Here I am, baby sipping it.
No, I didn't pour.
Hold on, then.
No, you can get it when you want. I poured less than yours because I thought it was going to be hotter than what I thought. But, with that being said, I always do that. I don't know. You didn't see me. No, with when people come over, that's when I'm more apt to, like, oh, you want to try one of these? That, you know what I mean? If Jimmy comes or Steve or whoever's over here, if they want to try it,
I mean, have the whole.
That's when I usually break these out. But when I'm sitting home by myself, if I'm not doing like the pour of the day, then I just pour one and then I'm done. You know what I mean? Like this one, I would drink these happily. I mean, these every one of the bookers we've had.
They do have. They just have that. If you take a decent sip, it'll sit here.
Oh no, you get your hug. It brings the proof with the hug, but it's not only the hug. To me, it's this. It coats you. Like, you feel it the whole way down. Like, it's again, I say every time, it's like, yep, I'm here, and I'm not
up pretty much.
I'm not tempted to, like, you don't have to hammer it down, because that flavor, like, even in the saliva in my mouth that's running around,
it keeps your tongue motivated.
Yeah, it's still bringing me that flavor.
If it's not gone. If there was one negative note,
get out. Go ahead.
No. Its nose is not pronounced right off the bat.
I won't disagree with that, because what we're referring to.
Now I can go back.
No. Come back in. You're all set. No, what he's referring to is when you do, if you're a Weller fan, or even Baker's or Old Forester, they have a more pronounced nose where you really, because Old Forester brings the nuts to Mike, but it brings banana to people. Or the same thing with the Weller. It brings me that fruity butterscotch. You really get that a stronger note. It jumps right out of the glass.
Yeah, like that.
Like
before sip, before anything.
I mean, we just recently did the benchmark.
Yeah.
You get that butterscotch, bam! It jumps out of the glass, like it jumps out. Or any of the products, they really do have a better nose. But once you take a sip of this,
right,
and it's sitting in the glass, now it's turning into. See, sometimes you get the fruity aspect, and that's where those bring me.
To Jimmy's comment, if we had covers, but then we got to sit here. We don't have all day for shows.
This doesn't bring me as much. It doesn't bring fruit, though. I don't get fruit. No. I get nuts, caramel. You get the vanilla, the brown sugar. You get all like that. You get the batter.
Get a little bit of an oat in there. A little.
Oh no, there's definitely an oat presence. I mean, it is 7 years, 1 month, and 8 days. You know what I mean? So you do get that everything about it. But that's what the oat really brings in. It's a darker, richer. Like Wild Turkey, I'll say, "Ooh, I'm getting like a raisin, or you're getting a cherry, or you're getting something." I don't get the fruit with these. It's more like a nut aspect, which that's why I think some people don't like it. To me, I think it's absolutely phenomenal, and it's what I always thought bourbon was. Like, you get that nice, rich caramel, deep, dark. I always like to call it molasses because it seems thick, but it's not.
So, a little twist on that.
Yep.
Is all these beer companies now want to be distillers and this, that, and they're aging 2 years and making their products.
Mm-hmm.
They're in this price range.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some coming up, and I've sampled quite a few, because like everybody, you went on Harley Davidson, you go to Harley Davidson shops.
Well, that's with the craft distilleries. You got to try them, but
you do. It's just
they don't.
Yeah. You'd be hard pressed that anyone, unless they've been doing it a while, would have this flavor and they're blending. Some of them actually make their own stuff, and some bring in blends and whatever. It's interesting, but $95 is $95, and I backpedal now all the time, saying, "I'll just go try to get one of these."
And don't get me wrong, I don't disagree with that. The concentration of flavor and the viscosity and the whole coating that this brings is why I am one of the people that will say I love all the Bookers. There hasn't been one that's come out that we didn't like.
They always want to start with a rye. I don't know why. A lot of like breweries go start with a rye.
Maybe it's I don't know. I haven't been to a lot of craft distilleries, so I can actually.
I'm just relaying information of my little trips in here, there, and I wander. But
I'm not sure. But even at this price, I would buy this again all day long. Just because
I was sad because I'm like, you got one.
I almost, it's funny because Steve didn't even give me the option. Like, if you've watched this channel at all, like I always try to stay. This is within a 20 of the MSRP, so I probably would have told him to get it anyways because we've been searching since January to try to find this. But he goes, "I'll give you the $15. Just I want you to try it so that I can try it." And I was like, "No, I'm good. No, that price is all right with me." But this is really good. This is really, really good.
It almost makes you want to find the one and the other one that we're lacking in the other 2 years, just that we could do a best and a best.
No, I 100%. I did. It was a 2019. It's the one that Steve just found the other day. It was $100 for a 2019 04 or something, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
We didn't have that, but
no, but it was supposed to be back then. It was like $59 for it. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm not doing that. Don't, because I wanted to get the.
It's funny though, they're going to keep it on their shelf that long,
and then and then they charge it that much more. But that's why it's on the shelf still, because they charge that much more. But so I said hold off, and then we ended up finding this one. So I was glad I did. But no, if I find a 2021-01, I'm buying it, unless it's over $100. Because I just want to fill that one so we can try the best of 2021, and then we can do that versus that.
And don't we have
and hopefully we already did 22. We already know which one's best.
2020.
We do have 3 out of the 4 of that one too. I think, or 2 or 3. I gotta find them. You gotta find them. They shouldn't be around. But overall, there you go. We're gonna drop this one in. So if I bump a video and it confuses you in any way, I apologize. But we're gonna try to get this one out because it's one of the new ones. We have been searching for months to get this. So if you can find it, it's a huge buy. Anything to me, I'll go as far as like anything under $100 I was willing to pay to get it in my collection. You know what I mean?
For this one?
Yeah.
I probably would have went 120.
I know you would go higher than me, but what I always try to stay within a certain. But again, Steve did find it at one of the stores, but this is another one they mark up, and I don't understand.
So keep in mind with that, we probably have 70 bottles under the pool table. So it's not like we really have to chase anything.
No, because we
do because we want to stay up with the times and try to keep up with the Joneses, and that's great, but not at $3 grand.
No, right? Because we do have we
got plenty.
We have plenty sitting over there. The Santa sack is way overflowed, and in fact, I think we made a second one over there right now. But once again,
the nose is cranky.
Once it sits in a glass for a while, the nose, and once you drink it. This whole experience is just that. To me, it's an experience. This is absolutely delicious. I get a lot of nutty though, because the other ones we had recently, you get a little. There's no fruit aspect in this.
I don't have no fruit,
and that's why
it's just batter in a
deep,
batter in a glass.
Rich. Oh no, yeah, it is like a zucchini bread times 10 to me. It's with a caramel topping.
To me, it's like an oatmeal.
It is with like a caramel topping. It is
caramel and raisins. Maybe it'd be the only fruit, but raisins don't smell.
No, I can see what you're saying. No, if you get like a box of raisins and you get that deep, it's dark. It's just delicious. Yes. Everything about it. So there you go. Charlie's Batch. 2 thumbs up from me. I'd buy this all day long again. In fact, I'm hoping my local store finally gets one because they always have it for a beautiful price of $79, and I will probably buy another one if they do.
I'll let you know, but I haven't seen them. I've been on vacation, so.
So, well, there you go. That's the funny thing, because it feels like a decade since we've done a
I'm
review,
with you.
because you've been gone for a while and all the sickness and stuff going on here. So there you go. Leave a comment down below if there's something you want to see. Highly recommend it. Book is 2023-01. If you can find it, Charlie's Batch, it's phenomenal.
Dude, it's
Get it if you can.
seeking.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe.
That is phenomenal.